Hey guys, and welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're diving back into some more Create Above and Beyond. And today, we're going to space. That's right, baby. We're going to space. So I have been very busy getting some of the buildings set back up. As you can see, I have a brand new building here. Corners are getting a little bit tight because of the way this was set up, but I did connect the building here, and this allows us to have a nice little seamless edge. I tried to make it like look as, you know, factory like as possible, still putting skylights in, and then I have my little trails so I can walk. And right back here is where we are going to have our launch pad. So this is going to be the launching location for our rocket. Hopefully we can get to space today. That's my goal. Get to space today and see what all is possible. Now, I mentioned in the past that I was going to take a look at some of my things and fix bottlenecks. Well, I did fix a majority of bottlenecks along my progression through this pack. Now, not everything is perfect, but it is perfect enough to run at a significant speed. I did turn some things off, like that has been turned off, so the TNT stops. There's been no need for it, as all of our stuff is just sort of built up and stopped running. I even shut this down, so like this right here is just, it has no need to really run anymore. This is completely stopped up. I believe this drawer is filled up, so no need for that. And the duplication part of it, since this is stopped up, it stops the duplication, which is actually really nice. So all in all, that has been running really well. But today, it is time. It is time for space. Like, no joke. We've got to finish this up. So inside, we still have some of our materials. Taking a look at our quest book, we need to make this heavy stone. So stone, which we should have a little bit of. If not, we can always smelt some. Let's see, cobblestone. Oh, we have some stone. I don't know how many of the launch pads we're gonna need. I want to re-watch the video for this. So W to ponder. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, a 5x5 platform. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tall. And then we have this. I think I'm going to put this into the ground. And that gives us a little bit of a platform here. Okay, so the rest I know. So at least it's a 5x5 platform. We have all of the other stuff in the middle except for a seat. But this is how tall? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 tall. So that's something that I need to keep in mind. Let's grab all this heavy stone, and this right here just requires some of that plastic. So plastic and heavy stone, that gives us our platforms. So 5, I believe it's going to be what, a 24 is really all we need for a 5x5 platform. So we have a 25 is what we need. So that is perfect. Now we need the next bit, which is the launch pad, which is just scaffolds. I believe I have scaffolds, because before I had the ability to fly, we were using scaffolds for all the stuff before I had the rending gale. So that was pretty painful back then. And what does this require? Just more of the plastic. Nice. So at least we're getting somewhere. So that's all we need for that. And there is that. And then, of course, when we click the book, it basically runs the command. And it runs a command to be able to show us this. We've already seen it, so we're good. I think that's about it. Let's go ahead and get this built up. And then we're going to get to build ourselves a rocket. And I think the last thing that's needed is our seat. And then we also need the rocket fueling station. And then the rocket linking device. And I'm pretty sure that's it. So, and just like the little clip we see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's how tall this thing is going to be. Now, the guidance computer is not what we need. We do need the assembling machine, and it shows placing the assembly machine right here. So we can continue to ponder on this just so I can get everything down. The fueling station looks like it goes right next to this thing, which we're going to need to send it some power. To both machines. We need to get fuel into this, and then somewhere, I don't know where it shows, I guess we use that tool to click onto the block and then onto our actual machine. I'm gonna have to look at the ponder again because I think we may have to assemble the machine before we can fuel it. So building the machine, pretty straightforward on this. It was just these rockets here, and then the way the fuel tanks were set up were sort of like this. 2 fuel tanks here, and then we had 2 fuel tanks here, which I'm hoping these tanks are enough. Like what it shows, I really hope is enough to get us like there and be able to come back and like refuel and like go back and forth. Like that's the goal. It does look like this is off-centered, believe it or not. I don't think that really matters, but this is off-centered 1 block. So it is the thrusters, and then these are placed in such a weird position. One is placed here and one is placed here. Okay, and then the seat goes in, which I have yet to make, and then the glass. Okay, so I went ahead and placed my seat. I have my guidance computer, and I believe it showed like building like this and then placing one on top, and that was it. Now I am using some gray glass, but look at this little rocket. That looks so cute. Little adorable rocket there. Awesome. So I think that's it. Now the assembly machine, it did say it needs power. So I am going to go ahead and route our power that we have running over here. I'm going to route that, and that should be able to pop right through the bottom here to power both of these machines. So all I have to do is now craft this last item, which is the fueling station. And I believe this is it. So yeah, the fueling station is now done. So I'm going to slap that here. I have to get one more item, and that is the linking device. As you can see, I have my fuel built up over here. I don't know how much fuel this actually takes to get this done. But we'll do one last view, and let's take a look at the linking device. Is this it? The link controller, that is from Create. This is this one. The linking device, cords unset. So yeah, it's definitely going to be something where I have to click on it and so on and so forth. I think it even kind of shows it in that menu. I don't know how they do that. I find that the ponder thing absolutely amazing. So advanced rocketry, and then right here under the ponder. So let's watch this real quick one last time, because I think this is it. This is attached side. Okay, we did. Place the rocket assembler one above the perimeter, which we have done. All right, so we can see that that is within the bounds. We have the thrusters, we have the fuel tanks, we have the guidance computer and the seat, and we have the glass. We have the fueling station, and then we have power. All right. I think we're still missing one thing. Okay, open the assembler and scan the rocket. If build considers valid, then press build. Don't worry about the brief freezing. Oh boy. It is definitely an early development. Okay, and then you sneak with on the rocket. Okay. To set your fuel. Okay, now I get it. Okay. And we still also need the guidance, the planet ID chip. So, do we need one for the Earth and for the moon? I don't actually know. This one needs charged. Okay, I'm going to grab the items for these. I'm going to get one just for both, just in case. So we can come back home if that's needed. So I'm gathering up my last ID chip. This one I believe is the one that takes us to the moon. So we have one for the moon and one for Earth, because that's where we're going, is to the moon. I have my linking device. I think I have everything except for my fuel, which just needs to be grabbed real quick and set up over here. So I'm assuming we're gonna send the fuel into this. So to do that, I am going to extract. There we go. And actually, they didn't send very much at all. That is kind of awesome. So hopefully it fills up these tanks. Now, all we gotta do is check this and hit scan. And hopefully we get it. We should be getting a little lag. Hopefully not a lot. Little bit of wait time. Invalid launchpad structure. Oh no. Can it not have any blocks around it? Or does this need to actually go Oh, this actually needs to go down one, doesn't it? Ah, that might be the entire reason why this is not working. Because of this. Check again. Scan. Rocket unscanned. Oh, it's doing it. It did a thing. Clear for liftoff. Hit build, it said. Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, and there was the lag. Okay. So it did build it. And now I believe we can shift right click on it to see the rocket's guidance computer. Crash game. I don't think that's intended. And then dismantle. Rocket guidance computer. And I guess we right click this on here. Actually, I don't know where the guidance chip goes. Let's see if we can't shift click on here. Nothing to be linked. I'm going to look at the guide one more time. So apparently this is where we can put our chip. Or not. Oh, we might have to open that up by clicking that button. There we go. And now we can put To the Moon in there. And then what I got to do is I got to sneak right click here and then sneak right click there. And then what that should be doing is successfully filling this with fuel. There we go. Perfect. So this bad boy is filling up. I really hope this is enough fuel to get us there and back. If not, we're stuck there forever. That's the thing. But we're about to lift off. Like, I believe. By the way, the rocket's guidance computer, all we need is a flag, right? And the guidance compute. You know what? We just have to complete that one quest, and I think that's it. I should probably. No, I don't want to disassemble this. Oh, no. I should have done the quest beforehand. I mean, we get flagpoles at least. So after disassembling, relinking, getting the flag, everything is now good to go. I now have my flag. We have this section complete. I have my flag poles. And all that's left is for us to go to space. I mean, I have my oxygen. I think that's the only other thing I need to make sure I have on me. I have my oxygen tank. I probably want to empty my bags, so I have some empty bags to potentially grab some stuff if I want. But other than that, that's about it. And we are going to lift off and go to space today. So I'm super nervous because it is an early development and I don't know too much. And I hope that I have read everything properly because I have made mistakes going to space before in Modpacks. And I'm so nervous. But I guess the only thing I can do is just hop in and go, right? I mean, we have this with us. Do I need to bring another fueling station or is this rocket going to be fine? Oh, the destination's press space to take off. I mean, the only thing we can do is just YOLO it, right? I'm sure there's a way to get back to our base. Surely. I mean, dying? Yeah, that's probably a way. So I'm going to press it. Hopefully it gives a countdown. Launch. Oh, in T. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, we're launching. Oh, yeah. Oh, boy. Yep. In and out of space. Here we go. I don't know why this is so fun. I don't know. I love stuff like this. So we've reached our level. Oh no, our fuel. Oh, I didn't bring a fuel tank either. How are we gonna get back? Why would they make a design and show it's not big enough to get back? Oh no. Oh no. How are we gonna get back without dying? Also, do I have to dude, is it just gonna land? Oh no. Well, at least we're on the moon and we have a little bit of oxygen before we die. Oh, because we have no way of getting back, I don't think. Oh. Well, other than, like I said, dying, this is the moon. I mean, I want to make a little area around this. Chapter complete. To a space fair. Where was that? Silver coin was a reward for something. Oh, the overview. We've literally beat the pack. Oh my gosh. I was not expecting this. This actually looks, this is nice. They made the moon look really nice here. However, there's no way to refill it. Like if I was to, for example, put the chip in here. Let's hop out of here real quick. So if I do this and I put Earth, it says use the survival mode recipes to obtain these. Oh, I wish it would have shown. Like I would have put more fuel in here, or at least brought some fuel. Like I don't know if you can have, like for example, since we are here and we're stuck here, let's see. Let's just try and see what this does if we want to go home with no fuel. Like, because we can always come back because we have fuel back home, but maybe it doesn't take as much fuel to lift off the planet. It's going to say no fuel. Right? I don't think it cares. Because we're on... Does it actually work? No, we're about to be stuck in space. Oh no. Oh no, it says press space to take off. But there's no takeoff. We now have no fuel. Right? No, we're stuck up here now. Oh no. Okay, now we're descending. So I guess the only way to get back would be just to cheat fuel in. That's gonna be the only way. Oh, this would be incredibly sad. I'm so glad, like, at least I get to show you guys this. Do not build the rocket in this way. I mean, once you get here, I mean, at least we're here, right? No, we get to die in peace in space after all of our automation. You know? At least we can fly around. I don't think there's anything, though. Oh, is there? Ooh, wait, hold on. There's stuff. There's fuel! There's fuel! Oh, and there's building supplies. Oh, thank goodness. We've been saved. There is a wait, what? Fluid cell with holding in it. Does this work? And a rocket fuel tank. Let's pull this in. This looks like this was made for this specific thing. What's in this? This is a matter condenser. Who crashed? Who? Oh no. They crashed and like, I mean, they got wrecked though. Oh, that is so sad. Oh, there's a chest here. Oh, we got a bucket full of it. Ooh, a steel pickaxe. Oh, there's actually some good loot here. Oxygen vent. If I keep digging, am I gonna find, like, there's no, I don't have any power unless I can just right click the bucket directly on there. We've got to test this out because this actually is perfect. Like, I didn't realize that this was there. Okay. Can we attach this somehow or use a bucket? Can I click a bucket of fuel in here? Hopefully. No. Okay. That doesn't work either? Can this be placed near this? Export? That does not work either? Interesting. I'm trying to figure this out, and how would I refuel this thing? So it looks like on the map, There's another building over here. So maybe there's more? Okay, so there's this. Looks like they crashed and they may have made refuge. Some sort of refuge. Okay, so there's a tech table, some barrels, spruce plank, some bread and some gold. Where did they find gold? There's a book. And a bunch more. Okay. Another fishing rod. I don't know what they were fishing for on this planet, but they were definitely fishing. Huh. There's iron. So I did manage to find a chest that has a bunch of the Randirium ore stuff in it. But, I mean, I still don't know exactly how to fuel this thing. That is a question. Look at all these steel ingots from the X-Deco. And then we also have a copper back tank with protection on it. And a new space helmet with protection, even though we have no need for protection, I don't think. How am I going to get fuel? Oh, wow. So there's a lot of different, like, areas here. Like, for example, this one has, like, a controller and everything. So maybe I might get lucky and find something. Like, this has a full, like, cannot read the storage cell. Where is this getting power from? Oh, these are chisel blocks. The drives are empty. There's chargers. It has 1K storage components and interfaces in here. Okay. Maybe if I keep looking, I might find something that maybe the civilization has gotten good enough that they can... maybe they've got ways to refill stuff. So I'm still looking around. The only thing I have going for me is this ore here. Oh boy. I don't know. It has a random loot pool. It could give me anything. Yeah, I didn't get lucky with that. However, I am finding like new stuff. Like, we have so much stuff, but I'm not worried about it until like we get back. Like, I love all this stuff. Like, there's hidden chests and stuff. Like right here. Like, it's got tons of great stuff, right? I can't use it if we can't get back to our base. And so far, I've seen 3 different types of base structures, and I don't know if one might contain some sort of power source, because that's what we need. We need power, and we're also, I mean, we have the fuel, but I have no way to put fuel into our rockets. Oh boy, is this going to be civilization? I hope. There's actually create stuff in here. This has a fluid tank. Oh, there's chests. Oh, it's all the same loot in here, though. Oh, darn. But there is create stuff with a gearbox. Oxygen tanks. Like, this is definitely oxygen. And, like, getting oxygen in here. So I guess I could replenish my oxygen real quick. There we go. And I'll grab these because they might be useful. I mean, they were hand doing that. Why would this be here, though? Like, I don't... There's no way to get power, though. So after scouring this planet and then seeing the same things over and over again, there's no way of getting back without there being an active rocket fueling station somewhere. And then also some sort of power on this planet. So if this was to ever happen to anybody else, unfortunately, you're out of luck. Unless you just spawn a new rocket fueling station in. I feel like there should be one, like, somewhere, like in one of these civilization areas. That should be a thing, but for some reason it's not. So I know now that I am going to need more. So unfortunately, like, there's no other way of getting back other than dying and just going through that. And that just makes no sense at this point. So yeah, I have my same lava, which still works because everything's chunk loaded. This, all we need is to give it our fuel tank, in which, yeah, we have several of them. So drop this, and where did my fuel tank go? Did I put it in the chest? No, here it is. We have several fluid cells now because we get them from like everything. So yeah, so this we'll just say output. That's going to drop the fuel and thus start filling this back up. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that's the only way we're getting back home. So now that it's fueled up, let's just go back to Earth. All right. I'm done with this place. At least when we come back, you know, we might do something. I might do a little bit of a build for next episode. Next episode will be the last episode, I believe, of the Create Above and Beyond series. I know. I can't believe it myself. I can't believe that it lasted exactly 30 episodes of the pace I was going. Like, I'm getting good at this. But seriously, on a serious note, this pack has been absolutely incredible to play. I've absolutely enjoyed it. And I can tell you what, if Advanced Rocketry was fully finished, like if it was fully done, which I know it's completely in like an alpha right now. This is super early. This mod was honestly one of my favorite space mods. So it's super nice that it's even in here. And the fact of all the progression that it takes to get to this point and how fun it was to do it, so worth it. This pack is so worth it to play. And I think the only thing that I would recommend is explaining that you're going to need twice the tanks. Yeah, you're going to need twice the tanks on your rocket than it showed in the build. So yeah, you need 12 tanks instead of 6 tanks. And then you'd be fine. Like, we wouldn't need a refueling station. We'd have a way to get there and a way to get back. And we can just keep going back and forth that way. Yeah, all you have to do is just build this thing a little bit taller, move your seat up, and then build the glass up there, make this a little bit taller, and you're good to go. But yeah, no, that's basically it. Like, is this refueling, by the way, or this has to be relinked every time, doesn't it? So yeah, this has to be relinked. But what I'm going to do is actually, I'm going to take this right here. I'm going to pull this card out, and then I'm going to disassemble the rocket. There we go. Because, yeah, we've got to actually make it the right size. So as far as rockets go, I think this is a much better shape. Yes, exactly like this. So I just added 6 more, and this rocket is much better. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the reason they built the one they did is to sort of fit it into their grid. I hit build, that will assemble, and then I can refuel, and we're good to go. Oh, a little bit of lag, and built. Yeah, the bigger you make it, apparently the more laggy it's going to be, but that's to be expected. Shift right click here, shift right click here, and now we have a rocket to be able to go back and forth. Oh, thank goodness. Yeah, because that is a mistake. So, of course, guys, I hope you enjoyed this series, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Of course, I do want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video, and that is going to go to Trucker25133. Thank you so much for your amazing support over on the Discord. Absolutely becoming a boss, becoming a diamond level over there. Absolutely appreciate you. Thank you so much for the amazing support going above and beyond over on the Discord with the Discord premium memberships. And of course, guys, if you want to become a Discord premium member too, or just want to join the Discord itself, all you got to do is go to discord.gg/ChosenArchitect and join the crew over there, where we do have a vanilla SMP server for everyone to join. And then if you decide to become a premium member and support that way, we also have supporter servers that are modded Minecraft. So be sure to check that out. And of course, guys, I will see you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.